More than $500 million in Reconnect funding awarded by the USDA. Symmetrical 5-gig service for Optimum customers in Connecticut. Traditional pay TV still the go-to choice for viewing. And a preview of the NTCA's Fall Conference. Those stories and more on This Week in the Broadband Universe. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Craig Corbin. Topping the news, USDA Secretary Tom Vilsack on Thursday announced that the department is awarding $502 million in loans and grants for high-speed internet access to residents and businesses in 20 states. Investments are being made via the third funding round of the Reconnect program. A total of 32 awards being made, including a $25 million grant to the Sault Ste. Marie tribe of Chippewa in Michigan to connect more than 1,200 people and 26 businesses to high-speed internet in both Chippewa and Mackinac counties. Thus far, the USDA has announced $858 million in the third round of Reconnect funding, with additional funding announcements expected in the coming weeks. Monday's state funeral of Queen Elizabeth II drew an estimated broadcast audience of more than 4.1 billion people worldwide, a figure that would make the late monarch's service the most watched telecast of all time. It's also a number that would be more than half the world's population. The Queen's funeral was broadcast to more than 200 countries and territories around the world. The second largest broadcast audience for a royals-related event was 2.5 billion in 1997 for Princess Diana's funeral service. Just announced this week, residents of Connecticut, served by Altice USA's Optimum, now have 5-gig and 2-gig fiber internet services available. The symmetrical service, more than twice as fast as those offered by competitors in their market, and is the fastest residential service in the tri-state area. Optimum 5-gig and 2-gig fiber internet service also offered across their Long Island footprint. Word from the Fiber Broadband Association announcing that Bossier Parish Community College in northwest Louisiana will begin offering the FBA Optical Telecom Installer Certification Path, or Optic Path, program this fall. Optic Path, designed to develop the technical workforce needed to support the significant increase in fiber network builds as a result of the NTIA's Broadband Equity Access and Deployment, or BEAD, program funding. Louisiana's Connect Louisiana Office of Broadband Development and Connectivity, leveraging the Fiber Broadband Association's Optic Patch program to help reach the state's goal of closing its digital divide by 2029. One of the broadband industry's most important gatherings just around the corner, the NTCA's Fall Conference. I spoke earlier with CEO Shirley Bloomfield about action-packed agenda on tap.
We have on our opening session, we're going to be focused on broadband funding and opportunities and mapping and cybersecurity and looking into the future and all of those things that I think are so top of mind and should be so top of mind. But we do have Evan Feynman, who is head of the director of the BEAD program at NTIA, will be joining us. Trent Hardiker, who is the head of the Wireline Competition Bureau at the FCC, will be coming to join us at a time when we're talking about the future of universal service and how it's going to help make all of this new network affordable in these high-cost areas. And I just got a call from USDA today that one of their undersecretaries is looking to come spend some time with us as well to talk about the Reconnect program. So when I think about the trifecta of all of these resources coming together. And then we're going to have a focus on what's going on in the states, because this is a whole new ball game with the states actually going to take the lead to distribute all of this BEAD funding. So what is that relationship between NTIA and these states? Where are the states in their plans? Where are they with their mapping? How will that jive with the FCC mapping? How will that jive with what NTIA does? So many questions. So this is a perfect time for us to gather, to have these conversations, to hear what people are doing in the field, and then kind of reset to say, all right, 2023, here we come.
The NTCA Fall Conference will be held at the Marriott Marquis in San Francisco. While television viewing habits are changing, traditional pay TV from cable, satellite, or telco TV subscriptions still lead the way. The annual Decoding the Default study by Hub Entertainment Research showed 28% watched television on traditional linear channels, with Netflix close behind at 23%. No other source hit double digits. 50% respondents aged 55 plus made pay TV via linear channels their first viewing option, while 38% of the 18 to 34 demographic made Netflix their default choice. The study, which was conducted last month among 1,600 U.S. consumers with broadband service and that were between the ages of 16 and 74, watched at least 1 hour of TV per week. One surprising result of the study, Hulu ranked fourth overall at 6%. That put it ahead of Amazon Prime Video, HBO Max, and Disney Plus. Hulu. Who knew? Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on This Week in the Broadband Universe.